This is Dr. Pat Hatem, Mayor of the City of Southport. I would like to talk to you today concerning the COVID-19 pandemic. The United States has reached a grim milestone of 600,000 deaths from COVID-19. There have been 33 million cases, and we mourn each death. We are grateful for every person who survived, and we remember that for many, the lingering effects of their illness continues. In reviewing months of data with respect to the COVID-19 pandemic, in preparation for the Department of Medicine meeting at Dosher Hospital, of which I am chair, and as your mayor, as an emergency room physician with a Master of Public Health from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, I have evaluated the following. A decline in COVID-19 cases in North Carolina from 6,487 on January 3rd, 2021 to 481 cases on June 3rd, 2021. In Brunswick County, the first 2 weeks of January 2021, there were 1,038 cases, down to 98 cases for the last 2 weeks of May. Deaths in North Carolina from COVID-19, January 4th, there were 124 deaths, down to 3 deaths on June 1st, 2021. In Brunswick County, the 7-day average for cases was 5, and the 7-day average for deaths was 0 this past week. As for vaccination rates, the percent population 65 years of age and older that are fully vaccinated is 77% in North Carolina. And in Brunswick County, 51% of the population has received at least one vaccine dose. These major improvements, especially in Brunswick County, which has lifted its state of emergency, and as of 4:50 p.m. yesterday, the county has released its last weekly briefing packet on COVID-19. I have concluded, based on the science, the data, the vaccination rate, and the best information to date, and based on my training and education, I have made the decision that the state of emergency in Southport is rescinded and lifted with respect to the COVID-19 pandemic, effective immediately, and the city will continue to follow the guidelines from the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services and the governor's emergency executive orders. I have previously stated that as the pandemic changes, we will adapt and evolve, which we have done. The length of the state of emergency for the city of Southport is a testament to the vigilance the city has had towards this pandemic and demonstrated that there was no room for complacency when the lives of our citizens were involved. There are still public health measures in place, and I continue to urge everyone to obtain a vaccine as we try to immunize our way out of this pandemic. As your mayor, as a doctor, as a public health advocate, I will continue to monitor the pandemic, and I pray, as I know all of you do, that this pandemic will one day be over. Our city, our fire, rescue, police, all our city employees and staff, our city manager, our board of aldermen, our citizens, our hospital, all united together. And it is your heroic efforts that Southport more than survived. And it has been a humbling experience and a privilege to serve as your mayor during this unfortunate, disastrous, and difficult time. Stay well, stay safe, and always stay Southport strong.